Hello everybody, and welcome back again to Brettsplays Fallout New Vegas. When we last left off, we just explored the Coyote Cave and the schoolhouse. And now, we're going to see if the resulting level up and skill increases are going to help us convince the town folk to chip in our gunfight with the powder gangers to help protect Ringo. I did go ahead and wait just to get us back to morning. Hopefully this isn't a sandstorm or anything coming on. We'll have to see. Alright, let's head on in here. General store, talk to good old Chet. Hey buddy.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office.
Yeah,
I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Right, so this is a kind of a neat feature you just mentioned. You can actually buy lower quality ammunition that'll damage your weapon faster. That's pretty cool. There's also different types of ammunition like hollow points and armor-piercing ammunition that will have different effects. For instance, we saw one of those big scorpions a few episodes back on our way up to the graveyard. There's a lot bigger kinds that have a lot thicker hide. Or a simpler example would just be some asshole in armor. You can kind of get past that damage threshold with the armor-piercing rounds a little easier. Let's see. I need supplies to fight the power gangers.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
1,000 caps. Alright, so I don't have 25 barter, so I don't think we're going to be able to convince Chet to come down on that.
Look, you're bringing this on yourselves. There's no way I'm getting involved. But hey, I'm sure you can buy what you need.
I mean, he's got a point. We are about to start an extremely violent confrontation with a gang of organized criminals to help somebody who's not even a native of the town. But on the other hand, don't be an asshole. Okay, let's see what else he has to say.
If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble. The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
So the Khan as opposed to the NCR.
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Like most chems in the whole Mojave Wasteland area? Huh.
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the Strip.
Yeah, what can you tell me about Mr. House?
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Take it easy now.
So somebody from New Vegas shot us in the head while we were trying to deliver that platinum chip. but then a robot, under orders from the leader of New Vegas, came and rescued us. Interesting. Is she not up yet? Oops. Oh well. It is... Oh, 7:20 a.m. Yeah, she's okay. Trudy! Let's give it one more hour. It says open 24 hours. I don't mean a whole lot, though. You here now? Yeah.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
Yeah. Hey, we do have enough speech. And sneak. Great. Ah, that probably means I should have put those other points in explosives or something. Bullets, explosion, lots of fun.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating.
Yeah.
While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
I wonder if that made our speech check a little easier with Chet next door.
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Alright.
Be careful out there.
Let's have a look, see if we can pick up a little extra cash. We can. There are a few things like this. It's one of the other things that makes repair nice, aside from keeping your equipment in top order, which is extremely important. Hey! Got it working again.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
Fixed your radio.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got
50
done tinkering
caps.
with it. Here's some caps for the work.
That's... Oh yeah, you can sometimes talk people into giving you more money, but
You're welcome. So can I get you anything?
we're not gonna be like that.
Be careful out there.
Okay.
Howdy.
Hey. Oh, so yes, you were a prospector?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
Yeah, if you know where to look. Yeah, what does he know about Joe Cobb?
Bad trouble.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Oh, I love Easy Pete.
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
You're not wrong. Ah, we don't have enough. Okay.
Too dangerous. Sorry. Blow yourself up. Blow your neighbor up. Blow the whole town up.
Alright. So we're not going to be able to do that. This is something I should have explored a couple episodes back, but let's get a little more backstory. What's so important about the Hoover Dam that the NCR and the Legion are fighting over?
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas. And then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
Water and electricity.
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
Yeah, Scaver's life is a hard one. Do you know anything about Victor?
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
Nah, I get the feeling he's hiding something too.
Yup.
Alright, let's go and see if that makes Chet any easier to deal with or not.
You looking to buy some supplies?
Yep.
This again? Like I said, I'm against taking on the powder gangers. My supplies aren't cheap, you know.
I'm aware. Nope, still fucking 25. Alright.
Take it easy now.
Oh, I remember her speech check gives us a few more people to actually stand and fight against the powder gangers, which is good because there's going to be quite a few of them. Oh, Doc. Maybe we could convince Doc Mitchell to give us some extra healing supplies wherever he went. There he is.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
Need medical supply. Oh, this is the one. Yeah, this will just let us buy medical supplies from him.
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Whoa, he just... Okay, so he just gives us 3 stim packs straight up. That's helpful. Yeah, we're gonna need... These people are gonna need some help after the fight.
I ain't got much, but it'll do you more good out there than it will in here. Take what I got.
2 doctor's bags, wow. Okay. Right, so doctors can heal us up usually
Don't look
for
like nothing too serious. Let me patch you up.
less than what it costs to... Ooh, shit, $50. Usually for less than what it costs to buy a stim pack.
Suit yourself.
But because we just started, we can't really afford anything right now. Okay. So let's get a little bit more lore in, and then next episode we'll probably actually start the fight.
Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After that, I was a traveling doctor for a spell. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with medical know-how are hard to come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with what I knew, and that was all right with me. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't.
Ah, hell.
Well, ain't we all, right? That was a long time ago. I don't pay it much mind anymore. This here's Good Springs, named after the water we got here, just down the road to the southeast. Good Springs Source, they call it. It's a quiet town, and that's how we like it. We don't go looking for trouble, though occasionally it sees fit to come looking for us.
Uh-huh.
Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by a fella named Chet. He don't got nothing fancy, but he's got your basics covered. If you're looking to wet your whistle, just past Chet's is the Prospector Saloon. The bartender there, Trudy, knows everyone in town. Other than that, there's not much to see. Just people trying to scratch out a living.
I'll try to do better at talking to people and getting a lot of the storytelling and lore stuff out there when we first reach new areas in the future. That way we don't have to catch up on all this kind of stuff right before we have an event.
That'd be Victor. Curious fella. He's sort of odd, and I don't just mean 'cause he's a robot. I couldn't tell you much about him. He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. You just get the sense that that ain't the whole picture. Just a feeling. He keeps to himself, mostly. You want to know more about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. He has a shack on the southern edge of town. I didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town, though. Could be someone saw which way they was headed. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the saloon up the road. If anyone saw anything, she'd know about it. You take care now.
Alright then. Let's see. That's Sonny, Doc Mitchell, Chet, Easy Pete, and I think that was it. Okay. Next time we'll get this party started, and we'll see if we can protect Rinko and the rest of the town from the gang of powder gangers. So I do intend to try and uncover as much of the story as I can, so there will be a lot of terminal reading and a lot of conversations with people, just because this game is extremely well written. I think there's a lot of really good storytelling to experience here, and hopefully some of you out there will want to experience with me. So alright, see you guys next time.